That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run with Etienne. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. To throw is Duggan. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Duggan. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one's mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's another Jets first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Hey, 88.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Cook will score. Touchdown, New York. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. Gets around him, gets through, and now an opening. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets 17-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Another tote for Etienne. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Throwing, Duggan. That'll be caught by Cup. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is gone. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
39-yard line.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught by OBJ. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Henry up the middle. And they'll work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Here's Duggan to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And they'll accept that penalty. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. In motion right, that's Hardman. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It's caught. Beckham. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown! And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half begins with a run by Henry. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Etienne once more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Duggan will look to throw this. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Etienne up the middle. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Duggan looking to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So the big gain all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And
it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Duggan now to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Duggan. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Etienne. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Duggan. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 98 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
First down, Rams.
On first down, Dugan sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are right back in this football game.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a 2nd and 8. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there to first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. They'll come up now on second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 23. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Rodgers throwing on first down. His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone going to be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Henry is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the forward, maybe one of my best receivers, or a quick slant or something like that.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. He's got Henry. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Open man here is Conklin. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Rodgers. Flush to his right. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. This is caught, and he's across for the touchdown. It's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now, this is a short kick, but instead of returning it, they'll call the fair catch. And since it's beyond the 25, they'll take over at that spot. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they